Okay, what is today? The 23rd of February 2012 already? Okay, so it's almost the end of the month. Today is actually Wednesday. It was trash day, so I had to get out this morning, and I got out in my pajamas outside where it was cold and took trash out to the edge of the road so they would actually put it in their truck. Because they won't come, 15 feet to the fence and actually get it and put it in their truck. So, I did that, and not a lot has happened yet. It's still fairly early in the day, somewhere around noon or so, I think. I'm not so oriented to time right now. So, just had a couple ramblings that I wanted to go on to about today. I don't have any big topic or anything like that I wanted to talk about like I did with the hamburgers or the eating styles or anything like that. But I wanted to kind of update you on the big project that I'm doing for my wife. About almost 2 months into it now, and I've been pretty consistent. Every day or every other day or a couple days, I've been working on this project, and I have about 10 months or so to go on it, depending whether I go till January 1st when I started it, or December 31st, the day before. That would actually make it 365 days. Or if I'm going to go until our anniversary. I guess it depends on how long it really takes me to finish it, if I need those extra 2 months or not. So we will see. But yeah, I still can't tell you what it is. Only one person knows what it is. So, there's that. And I read a little news thing about Adele, the singer, that she was like #1 in, I don't know, 14 or 17 countries or something like that. Or she was on the Brits Music Awards, and they cut her off. It was a live show, and I guess they were running over or whatever, and she was getting ready to thank like the British community and public and all that for their support and everything, when she was cut off by the host to introduce some pop band named Blur, I think it was. And so she eloquently flipped the Brits' suits, the executives and all that sort of stuff that basically pushed her off. She flipped them to bird. And so she talked about it backstage and some things like that. So she was offended by that. Yeah, so she said it wasn't toward the fans or anything. So if you watch any of that kind of British stuff, I don't know if it was even on TV over here in the U.S., but I thought it was interesting. It was on my USA Today app that I have on my iPhone. Sponsor. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Toby Turner lately, and he does that whenever he mentions something or shows something, and he, it's just a fun little thing that he does, so I kind of stole that from him. Not kind of, but I did. He also has the intro of darkness, redness, whiteness, and I'll show you what it looked like, what it looks like here. That he, at the beginning and the end of his video, he always does intro of darkness, redness, whiteness, or outro of darkness, redness, whiteness. So this is what he does with his phone, that he gets that intro and what it actually looks like. There's your darkness, then your redness, then your whiteness. And that's what he does. So this little intro thing, and you can do it with his phone. I have no intros, no outros, no catchy phrases or anything like that I say. It's just me talking to my iPhone about whatever. So, okay, so I talked about the project, talked about Adele, the myneedynation.com. Every time I say that, it sounds really nasally, so it's hard to understand. I'm saying My Needy Nation. But that project, that is still not determined when we're going to do that, or who we're going to do it for, or what we're going to do. But, of course, we are still working on some funding type stuff for that. I'm not pushing really hard and everything, because I don't want it to be like commercialized, I guess, on a miniature scale. Just whoever wants to help out with that, and it's just going to stay in this bun, and this little pot is just going to get bigger until we get to the point where we can do something fairly significant for someone or a family. And of course, I've talked about that before, so we're still working on that, so you can go to that website. That link will be in the description, of course. Of course, I am on Twitter, and I'll put a little, the @Ethan Pariseau, that's all it is. And I'll put that down below in case you don't know how to spell my last name, because it's French. But I don't speak French. I didn't come from France or Canada, but my dad's side of the family, I'm told, did come from like Canada and maybe France or something before that. I'm not really sure exactly how that happened, but so there's that. Oh yeah, I did work some, well, late last night, early this morning on editing on the video for the Bjorn Theory, my main channel, on the diabetes education. And as I've said before, there's so much information with diabetes and with the CVA and TIA that I talked about in the previous video before that, that I would actually have to do an entire series on each one of those topics to really get much of any in-depth information out there. But I did work on that, and I'm going to work on that some more today, and I plan on that video actually being up today. And of course, if you are friends with me on Facebook, or if you follow me on Twitter, then you will see it updated, as an updated status or a tweet, saying when that video is actually up and running. In case you want to get some education about diabetes, or strokes, mini strokes. Any other topics you want me to cover, whether it's medical related or non-medical related, just let me know and I'll work on finding some information about that. I am such a horrible speaker, and I say a lot, and I pause a lot. Okay, so I'm going to let you go because this video is just not over 6 minutes. It doesn't seem like I've been talking for 6 minutes. I think I've said a whole lot of nothing. But that's that for today, and I'm going to work on that video and try to work. Yeah, I'm going to work on that video and try to work on getting it posted on the Bjorn Theory. So I'll put a link to that channel. I just said it again. Why do I keep saying that? My brain can't process things, so I have to say while I'm thinking of it. Anyways, there you go. Go to the Bjorn Theory and learn Yeh Something. Alright, I'll talk to you later.